So I'm a little bit at a crossroads, and I don't really know what I'm gonna do next. I don't really know what I'm gonna do next. I don't know where I stand. My life, for most of it, has been about trying to create films, things that are important to me, expressions of what I think, and hopefully a ton of craft and skill that I've worked on over the years. I've come to the point where I'm not sure if the amount of craft that I put into my films for my own things that I share with a lot of you is worth the time of putting onto the internet. And that really sort of pains me to say that. And it doesn't mean I won't do it or won't make more things, but as someone who put a feature film, Shades of Grey, online in 2004 and got a fan base for it, and did a vlog before YouTube existed, and then did Drawn by Pain, which took me 3 years, and won a ton of awards, and did sort of, allowed me to reach an audience in a very major way, and I was very excited by that. And then Status Kill, which I made in 2010 and 2012, I'm concerned because the way of which I've done this has not led to the sort of type of production level that I need to feel like I fulfilled in my lifetime. And a lot of people said, well, why don't you just get an even bigger fan base online, and why don't you just focus on that? And I'll tell you why I don't focus on that and why it's so much harder for me as a person to do than most people. Number one, I have a refusal to pander in any way, shape, or form. Now, I understand having to create things to get attention and have people sort of come through the door to watch something else, but I didn't get into this to make a Gungam style parody or a Call Me Maybe parody or make video games and real life movies. And I'm not slighting those people that do. It's not for me. I got into this to be original. I get into this to share my voice and my ideas of what I thought were good entertainment with the world. And I feel like I've done it, and I feel like I've proved it over and over and over that I can do it, and hopefully that doesn't come across as arrogant, but I like to think that if people take a look at my work, they say, wow, this he's pretty good. And if I didn't think that, then why would I be doing it this whole time anyway? So I'm at the point where places like YouTube and Facebook and Twitter, I'm not sure, but those are much harder to get the level of attention that I need to move forward as a career. As attention as a person, I don't really care, but a career is massively important to me. So if I put things on YouTube, I have a limited amount of subscribers because I didn't focus that much. But if I put things on YouTube and I don't pander and I don't do things that are quickly topical, like every week talk about Walking Dead or one of those things, which I don't really, say that I will or won't do in the future via this, but that's not what I want to do to get attention. I don't want to sort of just be a review thing. I don't want to pander by making things like that people already know. I want to give you something new. I want to give you a part of me. So I'm not going to do those things when it comes to my own videos. If somebody else wants me to help them with theirs, or I get paid to do something like that, I'm happy to help and give my skill set over. But for my vision, for my own channel, I'm not doing that. And I don't care what it means to the subscribers that I get on my YouTube channel or anything else. So I need to figure out how to move forward in this universe, if I'm going to even stay with these, by being me. And sort of speaking my mind about, myself sometimes and the world, and that's the terms of which I will move forward or I will not. And as far as my filmmaking career, I really have to think it may be time to really step into TV and film and try to figure out a way back into that, because I've been on the web for 8 years and I've demonstrated what I can do, and it's just not taking me there. And maybe it's because the systems themselves aren't allowing people who support me, of which there are many, and I'm very excited to still have them around. But the system itself don't even allow me to reach them. I mean, YouTube, the subscription box goes fast, and the algorithm is basically programmed to either find things that are referential, being used as a search engine, or pandering to 13 to 17-year-old kids because it measures engagement. This is what I believe the algorithm does. And in the engagement, if you engage a lot in a video, likes, comments, favorites, that's what all that shit is about, then the video will be driven up in value. Now, who comments the most and hits all those fucking buttons? 13 to 17-year-old kids. Because, they're eager, they want to express themselves in the world, and then what do they create? An environment where nobody else but them wants to comment by calling things gay and all this stupid shit. They make it terrible for people of any other sort of age group to want to participate. Therefore, my videos and films, which I find hopefully have some, level of a little bit more intelligence. And I'm not saying that a 14-year-old kid can't be analytical, but it's really not the age for it. So therefore, my videos will not move up the algorithm. And so then I could turn to Facebook, but Facebook now is really taking the posts that I put online and sometimes only reaching 6% of the people who have opted in to hear what I have to say. So in that case, I'm not going to do what they say and pay for every post because I can't afford it. So my fan base, and the people who are interested in what I do are lowered by Facebook itself within Facebook's algorithm. Then you take Twitter, and there's so many people fighting for small amounts of attention, and I think probably Twitter may be the best of the group, that the feed goes so fast that nobody can read it. An option, by the way, I don't even know if you can find on Facebook. Therefore, you're not even allowed to reach people in that way. And I don't want to take people's emails and spam them. So I'm really not sure how much I want to commit to this universe. Like, I've done it for 8 years and longer than most, except a few like close friends. But I'm talking about personally. Obviously for work, I got to do what I got to do. But man, it's a really confusing time for who I am as a filmmaker and as a person. And I'm approaching a pretty big age, which is scary even if I don't look it. And which I don't want to hear about, please. But like, I want to feel like I was a fucking success. And I fought my ass off. And I got a good job, and I had a great position, and blah blah blah. But I fought my ass off to get here, and I gave the internet every single thing that I had. My personal life, my my professional life, my financial life. Like, I spent everything I had on entertaining people in this universe in the hope that it would come through. I think I'm great at this. And I know it's a terrible thing to say. I know people will be like, oh, what a dick. How dare you think that you're great at something? But I really do. I really have focused on it to the point where maybe it's not the word great. Let me take that back for a second. I'm really proud of who I am at this. And I think that's a little more descriptive of how I feel about my filmmaking. I'm so proud of where I've been able to get it to and the level of which I can communicate with people. I just want to do it in a bigger way. I just want to give the world something that I think is good. And this medium is being very tough to do that. And I've done it for a long fucking time. And it's frustrating. And so you're probably feeling some of that from me. And I'm at a crossroads, and I don't know what I'm going to do. Maybe it's time to take scripts and just go around, do some video journals, and to share what I think, and maybe some little fun things that I can share with you. But I don't know, man. I think it's time for me to maybe play in the big leagues for a bit, if possible. And if there's a way for me to sort of get people to pay attention here, great. Only the people who are watching this now can do that. I can't do it. I can't even reach half of you anymore because the tools don't allow me to reach you in a way that's simple. So I don't have to hunt people down to be like, hey, look at me, look at me. That's just not a way to have, the type of respectable, non-pandering career that I want to have. So, I apologize if any of this comes across as anything but sincere. I don't want to be arrogant in any way, shape, or form because I'm just trying to be somebody. And I hope, and I hope that people understand I am a little frustrated, and I think that's okay too. So appreciate everybody supporting me. That's just where I'm at. I'm not sure what the next best thing to do is. I've made, 50 to 100 shorts, a couple feature films, written 8 screenplays, and it's time for me to make something out of myself in a way that's bigger than what I am now. And what I am now I'm proud of, but I think I have a little more to give. So anyway, thanks for listening to all my stuff, and I appreciate you taking a listen and getting this far through. I don't know, tell me what you think as always, but whatever you want to do with liking, comment, I don't even give a fuck. I don't care, because I just want to I do this so I can talk to a select few who think I'm a cool dude, and anybody else, that's fine. If it doesn't go through the YouTube algorithm, I'll be okay. So anyway, for those out there that are listening, love you guys, appreciate it. It does mean a lot to me that you would, listen to me ramble on about this stuff.